I'd like to invite any spirit who'd like to come and talk to me tonight through Kadira. You're welcome to do so right now. And if there's a group of you, just elect a spokesperson for the group, and that person come and use Kadira's voice.
Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
My name's Angel.
Angel.
Mm.
When you were on the earth, Angel, what year did you die, do you know?
2003.
Okay. And how old were you when you died?
I was 55.
55?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Now, have you come from the first sphere tonight?
I
Okay.
suppose so.
You suppose so. Or have you been earthbound since you died?
Well, I don't know.
You've been off to the first sphere
Yes.
and come back?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ask funny questions.
Are you on your own or you got others with you?
No. I've got some friends.
Okay. Well, how can I help you tonight, or what would you like to talk about?
Well, where are all the people? There's no people here.
Oh, well, they seem to come and go. We have big groups. There was thousands of people here a minute ago. Now they've all gone.
No, I mean in the room with you.
Oh, in the room? No, there's only two of us.
No, why aren't there more people?
Oh, because we just do this with the two of us.
Well, we always go, usually there's lots of people there.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Well, we go and talk to people's aunties and things.
Ah, okay. Right.
We go to different mediums.
Ah, okay. Right. And what do you talk about with them?
Well, sometimes there's like Auntie Belle wanting to talk to her niece.
Right.
And I be Auntie Belle's niece.
Oh, so you pretend to be.
Yeah, it's fun.
Don't they catch you out? Don't they ask questions you don't know?
Well, sometimes.
Oh, right. What do you do then?
I just mumble.
Oh, dear. So you've been doing this for a while, haven't you?
Well, what else is there to do?
Okay. Yeah.
We go together. There's a group of us.
Okay. So,
Sometimes there's 20 or 30 of us. So
Oh.
we just think, well, what can we go do today? Just go back to Earth and have some fun.
pretend to be somebody. Oh, dear.
Well, they don't know.
No.
The mediums don't know.
No, well, there's a lot of lower level mediums out there. And the spirit guides them with them.
People will believe what they want to believe.
True. Very true.
You've just got to ask them a leading question and then you give them the answer.
Yeah.
And they get the answer they're expecting to hear. Not very hard, you know.
No.
People are very gullible.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Serves them right. Shouldn't be so stupid.
What did you do when you were on Earth?
I was a medium.
Oh, you.
Ha ha
So you were one of the gullible ones.
No. It's just how I made my money.
Right.
They were the gullible ones.
They were the gullible ones. Yeah, you didn't really care.
Why would I?
So what's it like the place you live in, the first sphere?
Why do you want to know that?
Well, because...
I said you ask funny questions.
Well, I can always tell by how bright it is.
Well, how bright do you think it is?
Well, it's not brilliant sunshine.
No.
No, it's probably sort of like morning, early morning.
Yes.
Would you like it to be brilliant sunshine?
Well, I've always liked the early morning.
Oh, you? Okay. Okay. And what's
Why
your-
would I want brilliant sunshine?
Oh, well, it's... I like going to the beach and I like the sunshine.
I didn't ask you what you would like. I said, why would I like it, you silly man?
Well, I don't know. If you come from England or somewhere, I suppose you get used to the drab and whatnot, but I didn't ask you, where did you live when you were on the earth?
England, of course.
How did I know that?
Well, I don't have to tell you the truth, do I?
No.
I could say anything.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, why did you come tonight?
I told you why I came. Don't you listen?
Yeah, but you thought you were coming to trick a whole lot of dummies that were in the room, and there's no dummies in the room.
Yes, so I got a surprise.
Okay.
I don't know why I couldn't see that though.
Well,
It was very bright though. I think we were attracted to the brightness. It's not usually so bright where we go.
no, I'm not surprised.
There seem to
You know,
be
you know what the brightness means?
the bright spirits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are they bright?
They're very loving.
That's right. Yeah.
We would quite like to be loving.
Yeah.
We would like to be bright, but we don't seem to get the knack of that.
Okay. Well, the way it works is this. When you're on the earth, you had a physical body and a spirit body and a soul,
Obviously.
right?
Get on with it.
So you've still got the spirit body and the soul.
Of course.
Now, your soul, when you're on earth,
Long-winded, isn't he?
when you're on earth, your soul condition was degraded.
Who says?
I says,
How would you know?
because you're not in a bright sunny place.
Thinks he's smart now.
In the first sphere, there are many levels, probably about 50 or 60 different levels.
Yes.
Okay, so you're not halfway yet. So,
Says who?
says you.
I didn't say I wasn't halfway.
You told me how bright it was, and that gives me an idea of how...
God, he's a know-it-all, isn't he?
Okay, so what you've got to do to get into higher levels, like the top of the first sphere is more beautiful than anywhere on earth.
Will you just get to the meat and the sandwich and stop beating around the bush?
You need to improve your soul condition.
Yes, you said that already.
Okay, the way you do that is any emotions that you suppressed when you're on earth that you didn't deal with, you need to go back and deal with them. Anyone that you were unloving to, you need to say sorry for that. Anyone who was unloving to you, you need to forgive them. Okay? And any attitudes that you have that are unloving attitudes or just totally wrong attitudes, you need to change those attitudes. When you do all of those sorts of things, you only have to do one of them sometime, particularly if it's a big emotion, you'll find that you immediately automatically just bump up to the next level. It's a dynamic thing. So as soon as you change something in your soul condition, you immediately will go up to the next level. And by the same token, if you do something that degrades your soul condition, you'll bump down a level.
Well, that explains something. Sometimes after we come and visit people on Earth...
You've degraded your soul condition.
Well, don't sound so happy about it. Why are you laughing at me? That's not very kind.
Well, neither is what you're doing. Coming and pretending to be someone's relative or whatnot is unloving. that degrades your soul
How is it
condition.
unloving? It makes them happy.
It might make them happy, but you're actually lying.
Well, they don't know that.
No, but you do.
I know, but it makes them happy. They go away happier.
Yeah, but...
So why should that degrade my soul condition?
Well, it's the same thing with churches. You know, ministers tell people that when they die they're going to heaven. That makes them happy too, but it's a total lie. And when the ministers die, they go to a darker place because they've been telling hundreds of people over the years all these lies.
Well,
So
you're no
making
fun.
people happy...
It's wrong? You're saying it's wrong to make people happy?
if you're telling lies, yes. A lot of
Whatever
people...
happened to the little white lie story?
Well, there is no such thing as a little white lie. A lie is a lie. And lies and unloving acts. Some people come back to the earth and actually take over people's bodies, overcloak people. Have you ever done that?
Hmm.
That's even more unloving, because what you're doing there is going against their free will. You're actually
But that's what we do with the medium.
you actually take over the medium's body.
She lets us.
Okay, right. Well,
Isn't that how it works? What am I doing now?
you're just using Kadira's voice.
Well, that's what I thought you meant.
No. People that spirits that overcloak actually take over their whole physical body, and they can make them do all sorts of things that the person's got totally unaware of. Like, if a person, when they were on the earth, was an alcoholic and they liked to drink and get drunk and whatnot, they can come back to earth and overtake someone's body and go out and get that person totally drunk, and they can feel that what they used to like.
No, I haven't done that.
No. So overcloaking's a bit different to just speaking through somebody, which is what you're doing now.
Oh.
You're just using Kadira's voice. But telling untruths is unloving, and that's why, see, if you go back and you work on things and you improve your soul condition, you're in a brighter place, and then you come back to earth and do something that's unloving, then when you go back there, your soul condition is gone down from when you left. So you go back to a slightly darker place, and then you work on things and you bump up to another level again. So you're yo-yoing between levels because of coming back and what you're doing. So
I understand now.
But there's other things you need to work on to actually, move yourself right up to the top of the first sphere. And you need to go back and look at your life. What was your life like on earth what was your mum and dad like? Because that's where most people's troubles start.
Well, I actually lived with my auntie.
Okay.
And that was how I learnt to be a medium. And she taught me to read tea leaves and things like that.
Right.
And
So what happened to your mum and dad?
I don't know, I think Mum died when I was quite young and Dad took off and my auntie took me in.
Okay. Right.
I'm not really sure.
Right.
I was quite young. I don't really remember my parents much.
Well, you might find that there's emotions like feeling abandoned and things like that. And if you go back and feel what it felt like when you were really young, and then feel that abandonment and let that go. All those sorts of emotions. So sometimes there's things that are really deep down and they're really subtle.
Right.
And when you work with those things and let them go, you'll find you'll bump up into a brighter place. So it's all those things: sadness, grief, fear is a big one, but resentment and abandonment, all of those sort of, there's hundreds of emotions, but sometimes they're really subtle, but a lot of stuff actually starts, because we start feeling emotions and things when we're in the womb, that 9 months that we spend in the womb. Whatever was going on between your mum and dad, you were absorbing that, and you were feeling that, and you can't do anything about it while you're in the womb. And in fact, you don't really do much about it until you're sort of about 6 or 7, when you actually start sort of expressing yourself. So lots of things happen when we're sort of very young.
It's not good.
No.
I'm feeling now. It wasn't good in a way. Oh.
I just feel the feeling, and then just let it go. Just say, I release this, whatever the emotion is.
Fear.
A lot of children, when things happen, they don't know what's going to happen to them, and so they get a lot of fear. I had fear when I was a kid because I didn't know whether my mum was going to come back out of mental home or not. And I got separated from my sister and stuff like that. Anyway,
Right.
They're the things you need to work on, those sorts of things.
Oh, thank you.
And I know it's fun coming back and doing what you're doing, but now you know it degrades your soul condition every time you do it.
Well, you're just no fun at all. What are we going to do for fun now?
Well, I'll tell you what, when you deal with your emotions, you get up to the top of the first sphere and move off to the second sphere.
There's more fun there?
It's just so much more, like every sphere, like to the sixth sphere, everything is just more incredible. And you can imagine whatever you like, and you can have it, you can create it, you can do all sorts of things that you can't do where you are now.
Well,
and
all right, I'll...
Now watch it, just one more thing. You know about...
Pushy.
Yes. You know about natural love, the love that comes from within you. Okay?
Yes.
And what you've got to do in the spirit world is be more open with that. On earth we tend to we love our kids and our close friends and stuff, but we don't love everybody, do we?
No.
No. Now, in the spirit world we need to be more loving. And that's natural love. There's the other kind of love, which is God's love, the divine love. Has anyone talked to you about divine love at all?
No.
Okay. There is a God who is a creator, created everything which you see, and all the things you haven't seen yet, and created you. And he loves each one of us.
You finished yet?
No. Don't you want to know about divine love?
No.
Why?
Boring.
Boring. Oh, it's something that you've never experienced.
No, I don't want to.
Because once you do, you'll thank me.
Possible.
The way you talk to God is through your emotions. Okay, you're good with your emotions, you can feel your emotions okay? Yes?
What do you think?
Yes. So, think of something that you really, really wanted when you were a young child.
What about now? I'd
Well-
really like you to shut up.
Is that a really, really deep desire?
No.
Oh, I want a really, really deep desire. Come on, come up with a really, really deep desire.
Even if it was an impossible thing?
Yeah,
You couldn't have?
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Now, that sort of depth of feeling, have that same sort of feeling to receive God's divine love.
I don't know God. How can I do that?
Well, it doesn't matter that you don't know. I've talked to atheists, people that don't believe in God, and they've still managed to do this. So, just have that feeling deep down that you would like to receive God's love. Okay? And then just say, God, please give me your divine love. And all of you do this right now. But be fair dinkum about it. You feel anything at all? What about those that are with you? Okay. Well, just remember that's something that you can do. Is ask God for His divine love. It will help you with all sorts of things. Because sometimes people don't get told about that for ages and ages. Okay. All right. You can go now.
Finally! You're a very trying man. I do appreciate, however, the fact that you are trying to help. So the sisters would like to say thank you.
Okay.
Even you're incredibly demanding and very annoying. Good evening.
Good evening.